Hello everybody, Assassinator back with another Sea of Thieves video. Now this time it's for adventure number 2, Forts of the Forgotten. Now this started on March 24th and will be going on through April 7th. So this is the only time that you have to actually go through and complete all 12 deeds. Now I'm going to go ahead and give you a walkthrough of the basics of what you need to do in order to complete the main story, but then also how to go ahead and finish off all of the deeds. I'm going to give you some tips and tricks on that. So to begin adventure number 2, you need to go and start off by seeing Lorena at the front of any tavern. And then go ahead and click on Begin Adventure.
So, I hear killing those soul flame captains was not so smart after all. Bell tells me it weakened the bounty.
Now after Lorena's dialogue, you want to go ahead and head to D10, which is Golden Sands Outpost, and find Bell.
They're old-looking forts. Forts of the Forgotten. That's got a nice ring to it. Take this note. Belle will fill you in on the rest. She's waiting for you at Golden Sands Outpost.
Now once you arrive at the Golden Sands Outpost, go to the front of the tavern and you'll find Belle. Talk to her and she'll go ahead and complete chapter 1.
Greetings. I now know which memories Flameheart has chosen to bring forth from the Sea of the Damned and why. We must act fast.
Now to begin chapter 2, go back to Belle and go ahead and talk to her and select Continue Adventure. And now this will start chapter 2.
We have work to do. There's no time to waste. Flameheart has taken the inhabitants of Golden Sands. He was seeking a new right hand in Wanda's sister. But just like her sister, she is stubborn. These people are little more than pawns in his game. Should she continue to refuse him, he will have his phantom jailers dispose of them. The forts are here. I fear for the souls of those trapped within. There are fates worse than death within the Sea of Thieves.
As soon as Belle finishes talking, she'll hand you a letter with instructions and tasks on what you need to do. Now there's 4 things. You need to defeat a phantom jailer, free prisoners from a sea fort prison cell, which goes hand in hand with defeating a jailer because he has the key. Then you need to clear an active sea fort in each region and bring Belle back an enchantment vessel when it's found. Now it says on there, bring Belle any enchantment vessels found. All you need to do is bring back 1. Now, since you're leaving Golden Sands, the closest sea fort would be in the Shores of Plenty, B11. So go ahead and head there. And once you arrive, just start taking out the phantoms. Look for the phantom jailer because they're the ones who are going to drop the key. And as soon as you kill him, make sure to keep track of where he dropped the key. Where did you kill him at? Now, he takes, I want to say, 9 or 10 pistol shots before he dies. But it's very doable. And while you're killing him, you're probably going to go through waves of phantoms, which basically make it where you'll be able to clear the sea fort, and then you could check that one off your list. So depending on if you're actually just going to free people from the cell, or if you're actually going to take over this fort, but you're going to want to take the jail key down to the jail cell, and you're going to want to open that up. Now talk to everyone in here. There's going to be 2 random people along with Wanda. Wanda is in every single cell on every single fort, but you want to talk to these because this is part of your deeds. So go ahead and talk to all 3 of them and then pick up the vessel. Now the vessel is what you're going to want to take back to your boat. Now at this point, I recommend taking this vessel back to Golden Sands and giving it to Belle as soon as possible, because if something happens during your voyage, Megalodon attacks and sinks your ship, a PvP person does, whatever it is, your boat sinks and you end up losing it. Where if you take it to her right now, it will complete that task. It'll be checked off forever. They cannot rob you of that. Now, if you haven't already, you're going to need to clear the fort by taking out the captain of the fortress, taking that key, and then going down to the treasure room, unlocking that. And by you doing that, I think that counts as clearing the fort, so you don't have to continue doing anything at this fort unless you want to go ahead and grab all the gold and everything else that you can get from this place. So at this point, you would have defeated a phantom jailer, You would have freed prisoners from the Sea Fort prison cell. So the only thing you should have left if you took that vessel to Bel is clearing active sea forts in each region. So if you cleared the fortress from B11, you would have cleared one in the Shores of Plenty. The other one that you can choose in the Shores of Plenty is J6. So what you need next is Ancient Isles and the Wilds. So Ancient Isles, you can choose F20 or K21. The Wilds, you can choose P14 or S6. All it has to be is one in each region you have to clear out. I went ahead and I did B11, F20, because all I had to do was head south, then P14 because I headed east. And so that kind of went with the flow. Then right back from there, I went up to Golden Sands. Now, once you've completed all 4 tasks, you'll automatically complete Chapter 2. Now go ahead and start Chapter 3 by meeting up with Bel on Golden Sands. Choose Complete Adventure. Chapter 3 will start. She'll do some dialogue, and then Chapter 3 will end. And that will be the end of the adventure.
With the dark relics found, the fog will soon lift. Though it does seem to linger over Golden Sands. Souls, wonder, ancients. How could I have been so foolish? The forts are only the beginning. Flameheart is seeking the Veil of the Ancients, an artifact capable of breaking down the barrier between the Sea of Thieves and the Sea of the Damned. Last I heard, it was in the belly of the Pale Beast. I know how to call it, but who is capable of... Merrick! I must speak to Merrick. As soon as I have everything in order, I will find you again.
So we're now to the tips and tricks part of this video. Obviously, you would have already cleared out all the forts. You would have finished the adventure. You would have got the Jailer's Cutlass. But you will be missing the Freers of Forgotten Forts title. So what I suggest that you do is take a look at all of these images that I'm posting up. These are images of 8 of the 9 prisoners. I could not find Cecile. I'm still working on that, but I wanted to get this guide out, so I don't have an image for Cecile. Hopefully you don't have any problems finding them. But basically what you need to do is check what deeds you haven't unlocked, and that will have the names of the prisoners that you haven't talked to. Now you take a look at the images that I'm putting up, and that will go ahead and show you. So you go and just look at the prison cell. You can rush down there as soon as you get to the fort. If it doesn't have anyone in there that you're looking for, then just go ahead and move on. Like I say, the only one that I don't have that image for is Cecile. Now the last tip for this adventure would be taking on the sea forts. How I do it, and this will apply to whenever you take on a sea fort, not just during this adventure. And what it is I go to this area that has the map in there, the giant map on the wall, along with the big dining table. I would assume that's the dining room, because inside there you have food, you have an ammo crate. It makes it easy to jump around the tables and avoid getting hit by most of the phantoms. Obviously their shots can still hit you, but then all you have to do is eat something and replenish that food as soon as you kill them. Now each phantom is a 1 pistol shot, so if it's a direct 1 pistol shot hit, it will kill them, all except for the jailer, which is about 9 or 10, and then the captain of the fortress, which I believe is 4 or 5 pistol shots. So I'm going to leave this video playing so you kind of see how I take them all out. They kind of all funnel to me. It takes a little bit of time, but it makes it where I can clear this out as one person without actually dying. Hopefully you found this video informative. If you did, hit the like button. Until next time, Assassinator out.